holy death. Death in ancient Egypt. Images of death. Death as dismemberment. The Egyptian image of the body. Part 4. Here as well, it is clear that for the Egyptians, this principle of connectivity, the attachment of an individual to a whole, was what characterized life in general. Life was connection, death was disintegration and isolation. But to be able to consider this connection, we must determine the entities between which the life-giving connectivity is to be in effect. It was for just that reason that the Egyptians cast a dissecting gaze on the world, so as all the more keenly to grasp its connectedness, that is, the connective structures and principles. They conceived of the body as a marionette only in order to catch sight of the life-giving and life-maintaining function of the circulatory system. The Egyptians thus did not really view the world with a dissecting gaze, but with an integrating, one might almost say, an embalming gaze. For the embalming ritual was specifically intended to remedy the condition of dismemberment and decomposition that set in with the stopping of the heart and the ceasing of the circulation of the blood, and to benefit the marionette of the body by substituting a new, symbolic connectivity by means of ritual and chemistry. Because we ourselves do not have this embalming glance, what we see in Egyptian art and in other phenomena of Egyptian culture is primarily the additive, the isolating, and the paratactic. We are blind to the animating, the connective. Just as the Egyptian reader had to supply the vowels, for the writing system noted only the consonants, so also he had to supply the conjunctions, for the connection between clauses was mostly paratactic, and in both cases he had no difficulty. In both cases, the reader breathed a connective life into the elements. From this distinction and this interplay of dissolution and integration, we see that in Egypt, the boundaries between life and death ran in directions different from those to which we are accustomed. Death was the principle of dismembering, dissolving, isolating disintegration, while life was the principle of integrating animation, which conferred unity and wholeness. Thus, something lethal and fatal was inherent in all that served to isolate, while something life-conferring was inherent in all that integrated. And this principle in no way stopped at the body. The individual, too, was conceived of as a member of a whole, one who was alive only in so far as he was integrated in with others. This principle of integration was the Egyptian idea of justice. This preoccupation with the principle of integration is what I wish to call the embalming glance. For in Egyptian thought, that which integrated was also that which preserved, that which conferred continued existence.